right, let's start diving on into this. What is up, Nigel? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. What is up, Love Guru? How you doing? How you doing? All right, we have a weekly candle close on Bitcoin. Second, first. All right, like to see you guys in here. So, weekly candle close on Bitcoin. We technically had a weekly candle close above our level of resistance. I'm saying technically because it is marginal at best. Marginal at best. It is just barely above it. But we did get that weekly candle close above it, which is very good for oh wait, did we? Hold on. The more I zoom in, the more it's looking like maybe we didn't. Hold on here. Oh, we did. Very marginal. But we did it. Amazing. I'm not enjoying this dip. Maybe this is setting up for a pump on Monday. Who knows? Honestly, I'm not sure. What I would be considering is that the stock market might be dumping at market open. So, we're going to see. We're going to see. But yeah, right now, we have had some very bullish times in the crypto space. The main problem you would hate to see is the fact that we touched that 618 golden retrace. Now we could pull on back and get a nice little higher low. So we could dip all week long. Like that wouldn't be out of the cards. Going into our daily time frame, you can see we almost got overbought. So this does need to reset. Our moving averages look like a mess, honestly. But the thing to take away is we are above the 200 daily moving average. That's the most important part. To come down and backtest it as support, very likely. It is very likely. Could happen. So just mentally prepare yourself for that. Anyways, looking at your daily, we are getting on the cipher B, we're getting a red dot. Basically saying, hey, take some profits. Might be coming down a little bit. But you are literally at resistance. You just put in a mildly higher high, so you're expecting a higher low. The problem with a higher low is, like, first off, you're looking for a 50% retrace. So that could come all the way back down to 85,221. Like that would be a very good spot to start buying in. Maybe you get a golden retrace. You get that 619, backtesting 82,418, which would be super bullish. It's just, I don't know many people who could stomach the downside of that happening, because that would be 11% downside. So everybody would automatically think, oh, it's a continuation to the downside. That's our first lower high. Bear market is here. Let's short this S. Because if that does happen, yeah, your target gets pretty low. Pretty deep if that were to happen. Futures all in red, negative 0.5%. Yeah. So that's normal. Usually the crypto space sees the brunt of the sell pressure first, because that is the first point of liquidity. So if Wall Street plans on selling on Monday, normally you'll see crypto in red. As soon as futures open, you'll see it in red. So that's fine. I'm just looking for a 50% retrace, honestly. Getting us that higher low would be extremely nice. Would be extremely nice. However, then we got to talk about, oh, we're back below the 200 daily. It's super bearish. We're in a bear market. And you'll hear everybody start panicking. And I don't think it's time to panic. I really don't. Because if you zoom out just a little bit, you're like, oh, we're in a very distinct uptrend. We're doing fantastic. No big deal. But yeah. Just resetting that weekly time frame takes a while. We're sitting in neutral territory on the weekly. We're doing okay. We got a nice little bounce off the 50. Getting a higher low makes sense. Anyways, the list I got for you guys is going to be short and sweet. We're going to be looking at Ethereum, Solana, SUI, ADA, HBAR, Axie Infinity. I'm currently in this one. API 3, C98, and EOS. Surprisingly enough, I was looking at EOS's chart and it looked really good. So yeah, we're going to look at those. If you didn't hear the one that you would like to see tonight, feel free, request it. I will check it out. But as of right now for Bitcoin, it's kind of a toss-up in the air. We kind of have to see how the markets open But you're already seeing on the liquidation heat map, they're taking out the longs already. This could actually be a really good sign because that was a large amount of liquidity. You had 67 million, 67 million, another 40 right there. So 180 to 200 and something $million just got wiped out with that move to the downside. Now they could go after all this liquidity to the upside. Let's see what happens. Checking out your weekly time frame. On the weekly, looks like the shorts are starting to pile up, so they definitely think a pullback is coming, which could lead to more upside pressure. The markets do really like liquidity, so if they start wrecking some of the longs and then it starts pumping up, you know that was just a liquidity grab so that they could start putting in, baiting in the shorts. But anyways, I digress. Let's go ahead and get off this chart. Let's go back to our daily. Daily stochastic definitely needs to reset. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Now, going to Ethereum. Ethereum, still struggling out here. Still looking for that 1942. But now, if Bitcoin starts pulling back, you're going to see Ethereum pull back as well. It's just a very common thing that happens. Bitcoin just wrecks the markets. So right now, Ethereum's struggling to try and retake the 50 simple on the daily. That's a problem. That's a real problem. You don't like to see it struggling like that because it very well could lead you straight back into a lot more downside, and you could have the argument of $1,129. So let's hope that Ethereum doesn't do that. Let's all pray for Ethereum. If you do come down, you're going to be looking for that 50% retrace to start. Maybe get the golden retrace, but I would be looking at 1,613. Maintaining your uptrend would be a very nice look. Alrighty, that's Ethereum. Good evening, Jake. How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Now let's check out XRP, which I believe XRP started out the day really strong. Let's see how it ended. So on the day, you finished at 2.77% positivity. That's good. We're still looking for $2.45. You're above the 50 simple. It's stronger than Ethereum right now. Would not surprise me in the least if it actually flipped Ethereum. Would not surprise me. But, yeah. Same TA as before. Slowly chugging along. If it decides to roll over, 58 cents. Sticking to it. All right. Checking out Solana. So looking at Solana. Solana looks like it's coming down. 135 is going to be your level of support. Let's see if we can hold support. So the fact that you did lose this consolidation, that's a problem. You're sitting right on top of your uptrend. However, that stochastic on the daily is going to want to reset. Checking out your 4-hour time frame. You are coming into this bearish control zone, and you're currently losing your 50 simple moving average. This could create a bit of a problem. Could start heading a lot lower. 135 would be your first target. If you lose that, you're going to be looking for the beautiful 50% or golden retrace, which right now, right this second, you could see it. Solana coming down to 126, maybe 118. We'll have to wait and see what it does. Anyways, moving on from Solana. Sui. Noted, if we get bullish tonight, Solana should go like 175, 220. Those are your targets. So Sui right now lost the recent uptrend. As I mentioned before, this thing, it looks like it's good for downside. We do have the possibility of 20% downside. It already started to the downside, and I agree with this movement. I do. Like, to go that hard off speculation of Pokemon, that's shocking. Absolutely shocking. And you're sitting right in that golden retrace, too. So, Sui, I definitely think we're going to see a lot more downside, but if it gets bullish, anywhere between 408 and 524 could be your targets. We kind of have to wait and see. Stochastic on the 4 hours reset, but you're still so high up in this bullish control zone. I don't think it's a very good idea to try and go long right now. I really don't think it's a good idea to go long. But hey, everybody's going to trade the way they like, and maybe you see something that I don't. The 4-hour doesn't look great to me. Overbought on the daily doesn't look great to me. The fact that you got your double cross, that's great. Maybe you just get a bullish backtest on the 200, then you pop up. But you could come all the way down to touch your 50 simple on the daily, and it still wouldn't be weird. So, that's always fun. Alright, Sui has some work ahead of it. ADA Cardano. So, ADA Cardano, we are consolidating. Still looking for 79 cents. We're going to see if it can hold the 50 simple on the daily, which would be a 50% retrace. If you get that, you are almost certain to go ahead and pop straight up to 79 cents. Checking your 4-hour real quick. 4 hours entering the bearish control zone. You're still above the 50. There is hope here. There is a lot of hope for ADA. You could wick down, touch this a lot of 6s, and then pop right back up. Cool. ADA not feeling that bearish. Also, if you end up looking at like the 1 hour for most of these charts, you're going to see the 1 hour's like pretty much fully reset already. So the 1 hour's no hope right now. I'm looking mostly at the 4-hour time frame to get a better feel for like if we can even try to enter these. For the vast majority, it's probably not a good idea to enter anything tonight, but who knows. Alrighty, so H-bar. Looking at it on the 4-hour, looking alright. Not looking bad, looking alright. As long as you stay above 16,961, H-bar could have amazing upside. You'd be looking for 76% to the upside if you can get a nice back test and hold it. That's your golden retrace. So H-bar is not looking bad, but you are still in the bullish control zone, and it looks like you're starting to downtrend. You even have a little bit of bearish divergence, so something to keep in mind. Wow, Bonk is catching some love right now. Holy. That's impressive, Bonk. Alright, moving on from H-bar, we have Axie Infinity. So Axie Infinity has been beaten to hell. Just beaten down. But looking at the 4-hour time frame, it's starting to look like you might have an argument for going long. You had a recent high back here. You cleared the high. Yes, you do have a little bit of bearish divergence, but you're trying to reset right now. And you are still below the 200, so it hasn't had that nice break to the upside that so many other altcoins have already done. So right now for Axie Infinity, on a next leg up, you could find yourself literally going up from right here, but you could find yourself getting up anywhere between 299 and 326. So I think this one should be on the radar, but of course, you guys are going to do whatever it is you like to do. Anyways, this thing does look like it's about reset on the 4-hour. You're in the bearish control zone, low stochastics. It doesn't look bad. Looking at your daily looks even better because you just came out of being oversold. You're still in neutral territory. You have not even touched the 50 simple moving average, so getting a touch up here at resistance after breaking through kind of makes sense. So you could see a 31% rise out of Axie Infinity. We'll see how it performs. We'll see. Next up, we have the trade that I'm currently in, and I'm currently getting destroyed in. API 3. Yo, what's up, Al Jr.? How you doing? So API 3, currently I'm getting roasted in this trade. We are currently down 20% on a 15x long. We were down 52% at one point, but luckily we're catching a bounce. But yeah, looking at it on the daily, we already got overbought. We reset. We're putting in higher lows. We are looking decent on the chart. I just might have front ran this long a little too early. But still below the 200 daily moving average. Still below the 50, the 100. We're below everything. Like, this thing tried to go up once. Bearishly backtested the 200 daily. Fell down, and it's maintaining higher lows. This is the only reason I thought this was a good trade to get into. Looking at it from the 4-hour time frame, You can see we're in that bearish control zone, but what I'm playing off of is the fact that we just got an 886 retracement, and now we are catching bids. So hopefully we can get back above that 50 simple moving average and not clear this low. That would be greatly appreciated, because we have, on the next leg up from this high, a 56% move to the upside, which I would like to get these gains. I would really like that in a timely manner. So we'll see if it happens. Moving on from API 3, we have C98. So C98, looking at it from this perspective here, we did not get bearish divergence. All we did was we broke out of a falling wedge pattern, we hit resistance, we pulled back a little bit. I'm looking to maintain some higher lows. On your measured move out of this falling wedge, you have 93% upside. On a golden retrace, 257% upside, as long as we get a formal back test and then we keep on running. So I do have this one on my radar. I am paying very close attention to it, especially because on the 4 hour, we are getting pretty deep into that bearish control zone. We just got a golden cross on the 4 hour, so I have some high hopes for C98 right now. We're going to see if we get any follow through. We need Bitcoin to play ball though. And it looks like Bitcoin's catching some bids as well, so let's hope Asia pumps our bags. But it's looking pretty decent down here. Looking pretty decent. Your current uptrend for C98 is this right here, and I do believe it should hold. Should hold. Maybe you get a little bit of a wick to the downside and then pop right back up, but it should hold. Looking at low to high, you're about to get that 50% retrace. That golden retrace sitting at 0.542. That's literally sitting right on top of your demand line. So it could be really nice. Could be. Moving on from C98. Last one I got for you. EOS. So EOS over here. This one I was thoroughly surprised when I looked at it, because from the top down, this thing looks fantastic, which is really weird to say. But looking at it from the weekly, you can see a low in your relative strength. And I do believe, yeah, you have bullish divergence. Is it triple? What the fuck? Triple bullish divergence on the weekly and a higher low. So I think EOS is going into a brand new bull run. And this could be very substantial. We have 3 targets right now. It's like 1466 or the ungodly move where it could go up like 234%. So EOS looking really crazy good on the weekly. You have a buy signal on the weekly from Cypher B. Checking out your daily time frame, you already got overbought once. You pulled back, you're maintaining your higher lows extremely well, and you're starting to accelerate to the upside, which also threw me off. But you had the double cross to the downside. You're right now utilizing your 200 as a resistance level, but you know it's fighting it. Sitting in neutral territory, looking to go up. Looking at your 4 hour time frame, still very neutral, but you are on top of all of your moving averages. This looks extremely good for this 14% move to the upside. I probably should have been in this trade, but I'm not. But anyways, that's what I see out of EOS. I think you guys could probably profit off this one. I didn't post about it, I don't think, in the Discord. I don't think I did. No, I did not. I posted VRA instead. I should probably post this one. Give me 1 second. I'm going to post this. Well, actually, you guys have no requests today, which is kind of weird. But, yeah, so I guess we're going to have a nice quick stream. Yes. Alrighty, it is now posted. Could BTC in reversal mode? I don't think BTC's in reversal mode. I think it's just consolidating. I don't think it's reversal mode because I still believe we're in a bull market. Right now, actually, let's go to the Coinbase chart because I know a lot of Wall Street's using the Coinbase chart. So right now, the way I see it is we were held down for so long. We're just going to do it based off the daily here. We were held down for so long. What you're usually looking for, we got our bullish divergence. We have our triple bullish divergence. We're just looking for a higher low. That's all we're looking for. Considering we cleared this low down here, we also cleared this one. I believe a new uptrend could be starting. And noted, if I end up making like a little channel here, this might give us a good idea of what is possible. So I'm just going to leave this up here and see how it does. But if we just come down to the heart line, catch a bounce, and we keep on moving, then yeah, the channel made sense. But the fact of the matter is, you can make this nice little channel, you see the heart line, and as soon as you decide to pull the fibs on what's a 50% retrace from low to high, well, it's just below that heart line. Always looking for a higher high. Yeah, always looking for a higher high. But if you pull it from top to bottom, now your 50% retrace is all the way the same spot. But it is right on top of this level you broke out of and never back tested. If we get just a 618 retracement, that would kind of line up nicely with a bullish back test on 87,256. And yeah, that is our lowest daily level of support right now. So I don't think we're in a bearish time. I think we're just looking for a higher low now. Once we get a higher low, that's going to give a lot of confirmation. And in reality, if we get our relative strength here to just come back down to neutral, I think we're about to see a lot of upside. Had a 300% week, got greedy, and gave it all back. Oh no, you gave back all your gains? Damn, that is tough. That is tough. But hey, just have a better week now. Now you have to have a 600% week to make up for it. Yeah, every once in a while, especially on Sundays. Sundays are usually a really good day, just not to trade. Like if you made really good gains throughout the week, Sunday, just take the day. Just relax. Chill out, wait for Monday morning, see what the big boys are doing, and then start making your trades accordingly. Because right now, right this moment, Bitcoin, it's literally a flip of a coin what it's going to do. Because you are at the 618 retracement from your high to low. You're sitting at it. The house always wins. That's true. They always collect those fees. They always collect those fees. But yeah, looking at this, you tap that 618. This is a this is why it's called a golden retrace. You go from your low, you get the golden retrace, and then you figure out, are we going to keep going down? Because we could. Or are we going to make a higher low and reverse the trend? Considering on your higher time frames, you are distinctively in an uptrend. You're expecting the trend to continue up until we break that uptrend. But then you see little things like Bonk over here trying to go crazy. You're thinking there's going to be bullish retail that might help push the price up. Bullish retail is a good thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bonk's still supposed to come all the way up here. You're holding pretty well above this. Didn't backtest a damn thing, but you're catching bids already? It's kind of crazy. So Wall Street might be in the gambling mood. Now, who knows? I want them to start gambling on my trade, though. Give me my 56%. That'd be great. Holding your short until 87.6 as per the 3 to 5 hour time frames on BTC. You're holding your short. Nice. A 3 hour. Look at 3 hour. Higher high. How generous, right? I don't know. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, I would be worried about being in shorts, honestly. Because looking at your relative strength, you already reset. You're deep in this bearish control zone. The only thing you're banking off of is the fact that we don't have bullish divergence. But there's an argument for hidden bullish divergence. We have way lower relative strength here than we did back here. So when I see that type of divergence, it's like you're getting me stuck, not wanting to make a trade. If we don't continue to the downside, this is bullish divergence on the 1 hour that we have to pay attention to. So it's like, yeah, that's why Sundays are so weird for me. Hey Jim, sorry I missed your inauguration. What? Yeah, this could be some type of weird looking bull flag, but it's a rising broadening wedge, so bearish pattern. I just keep seeing bonk here, up 4%. It makes me think we're going to see a rally. I will serve my country. Nice. Yeah, this hidden bullish divergence. I'm wondering if it's going to play out. Your 15-minute will tell a different story, though. I mean, yes, liquidity heat map shows bullish for what I feel is a lackluster pump, or probably 95.4 lower high and continuation. Al Jr., I can absolutely see your argument. I can absolutely see it. Rich, you're never lost. You're here. What's up, Rich? How you doing? What's up, Rich? Welcome to the club, Rich. It's funny. Congratulations on mod superpowers. Jim's always here. Jim's always here. Also, Jim gives us really good stock picks normally. So it's always good to have that around. Yeah, Bitcoin right now, it's trying to catch some bids. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It seems rather bullish. Percent better. How you doing today? Welcome in. Hello. Much love, brother. We are all here to make money together. That's true. We are all here to make money together or get wrecked. I mean, I'm already in a trade, so I was wrecked earlier. I'll even show you the message I gave to the members that no one responded to, because, you know, either way, I posted the trade right here for all the members, told them where my stop loss was, my profit taking, then I was like, well, that was a bad trade. Might just take the L. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. But yeah, I'm honest. I'm honest. And remember, I said might. Didn't say I would. Stock picks or dick picks? Woof. Woof. Don't thank me. Thank Asia. Oh, that's funny. Never cross swords unless you're into that. That's pretty funny. He had a wrench for a minute now. That's true. He has. He has. Wrenches in this case. But yeah, so Bitcoin right now, I think it's just consolidating, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if as soon as the markets open on Monday, Wall Street tries to dump it a little bit. You're starting to get all of your moving averages converging to the downside as well. It would make less sense to break to the upside and just push forward. It would make a lot more sense for us to come down. But as of this second in time, right now while we're live, hidden bullish divergence has formed on the 1 hour. I mean, are we going to ignore it? I don't know. I don't know. I think the market is going to be very boring until we get news on these trade deals. That's yeah, yeah. Is there any economic news? Also, we have Jerome Powell, what, in 2 weeks? I think if we start getting hints that the Fed is going to cut interest rates, the market's going to rally really hard. Because, you know, around the world, all of the banks are cutting rates faster than ever. It's just America. No, we're gonna sit tight. It's fine. Our hard data is not showing that we're in a depression, so we're fine. Doesn't make much sense. You know what? How did Turbo turn out through all this? I usually like trading Turbo. It has a special place in my heart. Looks like you're getting a bullish backtest. Oh, shit. Turbo might be looking sauced up and jacked and tan? That's awesome. That's awesome. Can't wait to see what it looks like in the morning. We have the PCE inflation number, jobs report, and unemployment numbers this week. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. It's wild how slow we are compared to the rest. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely wild. To shake up the markets. Yeah, I can't wait to see all the jobs data. You want to check out ETH? God damn it. Yo, what's up, Nanya? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, let's go look at ETH again. Borgie, can you look at what? FitFi? There's FitFi now? Okay. Storage on... Whoa, whoa. Whoa. No vacation to Mar-a-Lago? It's pretty funny. NKN. Oh, man. Over there on Twitch, how do I say your name? Can of Avachi 88? Is that how I say it? I know I butchered that. I feel the butchering that I just did to your name, and I'm sorry for that. If I came close, just let me know. Alright, so yeah, Ethereum showing the same thing with that hidden bullish divergence, which I'm not going to ignore it. I still think Ethereum can get up to 1942. If you're not familiar with what I mean by hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour, this means it could rally all night. So yeah, on Aerodrome, I want my 50-cent level. We'll check out some Aerodrome. No problem. AERO. I want a gala. Wait, I went to a gala last night and at my table, real estate folks told me defaults are skyrocketing. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense because they all have to pay their mortgages again. That makes total sense. So, if you guys don't know what I mean by the hidden bullish divergence, I mean we have lower relative strength with higher prices. So that is hidden bullish divergence. That means it has more room to run to the upside than to the downside. So you're expecting this thing to finish off its move. We've been looking at this for the past whatever, but we could see anywhere between the rest of this move up to 1942. Maybe we even come up as high as $2,015. How did we get that? Well, we took this high to this low, and that's your measured move right up there. You already made a 618 retracement. High or low, could see a lot more upside. West Palm Beach is a little swampy for my... Whoa. Just don't think we're all another house... Wait, I just don't think we'll see another housing crash like 08. I don't think we'll see the same type of housing crash, but I think we're going to see a different one. If Trump can get through with lowering the regulations for home building, I think it'll be a lot more like Texas all over the country. So if that ends up working out, that'll be great. Because Texas, have you guys looked at like the homes you can get in Texas? They look nice for very low prices. Institutional money used B&B as a cover to corner the housing market. Are you kidding? Are you serious? That's insane. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. No, I'm good. Why, are you having more beer? So we gotta finish what we had first.
I'll bring you more.
Oh, okay then. Love you. Yo, what's up, Mikkel? How you doing? Welcome back. Been a hot minute. Welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and check out the next one. So wait, hopefully that helped you out. Blah, blah. Let's see. How do I say this? Kavachi. I can't say your name. I'm gonna just give up. CZ is now a real estate mogul. How tables have? Oh gosh, tables have turned. All right, let's check out this FitFi thing. I don't know what FitFi is. The fuck? It's another one of those super low liquidity thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Busy grad season for me. I'm a photographer. Oh, you're a photographer? Dang. You're doing graduations, not OnlyFans? That's crazy. I'm joking. But that's awesome, though. Grad season. What, for colleges? I know high school's not graduating yet. Alrighty. This thing is super low. I'm not really sure what all you want me to say about it, because you only have one low to work off of on the weekly. Let's see if you have a double bottom on the daily. You have bullish divergence on the daily. Strength's increasing. That's nice. Yeah, college? Nice. I remember college. Those were some fun days. Fun days. Still in your downtrend. Yo, what's up, DZ? How you doing? DGen and Bonk, please. Sure. Sure. Peter wants some CTX. All right. Did we look at that yesterday? Yeah, we did. All right. You ever put money into any coins on Phantom? I saw some crazy gains, but I don't know how sketchy it is. Thank you. Into Phantom. Well, do you mean Phantom Wallet? While using Solana's chain? Of course I did. Not very sketchy. It's just, you gotta make sure the volume's there and the ability of sell pressure is there. Because if it doesn't have that, well, there's kind of no point in being in it. Like, my number one metric for jumping into a meme coin is like, are you facilitating large sales? If you are, fantastic. You're going to be able to handle liquidity. That's great. So here's a possible outcome over the course of the next year. You could see a 50%, 56% move to the upside, but that would be a breakout. I don't like these wicks. I really don't like these wicks, which makes it to where I don't like this chart at all. But you could see still another 56% rise to the upside from this previous high and the downtrend that you broke out of. You have bullish divergence, strength increasing. I would be looking for this 56% upside, getting you back up to 0.03012. Volume and selling pressure, copy that. Yeah, it's just when they're brand new tokens, some of these projects, what you'll see is, oh wow, the number's going up a lot, numbers going up, great. And then if you look at sell pressure, it's like non-existent. You're like, why is there no selling? It's probably a rug pull. They figured out a way to basically stop people from being able to sell, and then they just suck out the liquidity. And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of frustrating. Wow, just lost that money. Great. Here's your current uptrend. So this is cool. As for jumping into a brand new trade, I wouldn't touch this thing. You're overbought on the 4-hour. These wicks alone, I just wouldn't touch this thing. Phantom is just a wallet that you can store your SOL in and use swaps like Jupiter trade memes on the Solana network. You can find them on Dex Screener under Solana. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I see out of this token. It looks nice. These wicks though look awful in my completely personal opinion. Anyways, let's get off this chart. Let's check out the next one. NKN. NKN was a very nice move recently, and wow, still looking nice. Still looking nice. That downside move did not play out. Not yet. You're sitting on a 50% retrace, and you're catching some bids right now. Sheesh. Nanya, yeah, I lost a good amount over the memes scope. Made some too, but lost more. Yeah, the memes are tough. They're tough. They're really tough to play around in. So it's like, it's all about the community. Honestly, it's all about the community. Like Fartcoin? Oh no. Fartcoin's the worst. Alright, so NKN, let's clean up this chart. Let's make it look a little more presentable. Because this is actually extremely bullish. I do like it. Your 4-hour, honestly, you're sitting right on top of that 50 simple. It looks solid. I would still be cautious because you're maintaining this downtrend. Let's get rid of this little uptrend here because we broke it. Let's check out our 1 hour. Let's see what we're looking at for tonight. Is that bullish divergence? Holy shit. You have bullish divergence on the 1 hour? Go figure. Still could see more downside, but you do have the starting of bullish divergence. The problem with the 1 hour, though, I would be waiting for the triple bullish divergence, not just one. So you have one, wait for another lower low, holding support, hold this high, then it might be really good opportunity. I believe TikTok suspended your live stream for 3 days because I talked about a meme coin on my stream today. They flagged my stream for covering fraud and scams. Damn, that's insane. That's actually insane. Seriously? Golly. I don't know if I ever want to go live on TikTok then, if they're going to be that crazy. Fartcoin is the ultimate risk-on indicator? I guess it is. I thought Dogecoin was. If you want to buy coins, or just be aware new coins can get rugged by the founder selling his supply whenever he wants. So true. So very true. Richard Hart. I mean, would be nice to see NKN do more than just go back up. Fair value around 80 million market cap. That would be nice. YouTube's still good though. Very nice, Meet Damien. Very nice. Love it. So we got our 50% retrace already from this move right here. That's great to see. And also, last time we had relative strength this low was back down here at this low. So it is looking bullish right now. Looking very bullish. The only thing I dislike is that this random spike high in the lower high. You need that breakout. You need to hold support above 375 for me to start saying, hey, we're on, baby. But it looks promising. Your golden retrace is still all the way up here at 956. Still looks promising. Checking out your daily. Oh, there's your problem. The daily. On your daily, you're sitting right on top of your 50 simple. So you can take the risk. You can go for it. You can go for it. There is an opportunity right now for going long. You're sitting on top of support that you fell below. You broke back above. Holding as support. All you got to do is stay above 375. Great place to put a stop loss. Great place. Doesn't look bad. Your next leg up for this one, you're looking at pretty much making the measured move. That's kind of nonsensical, but it could take a while. So you could be looking at something like this. 123% upside move. Might also be the massive bag talking. Wait, what? Okay. Aerodrome drop before I rebuy. We're going to be checking that out next, actually, so we'll see. NKM reminds me of XCN right now, but at least NKN doesn't have gross indicators. That's true. That's true. Just curious how everyone's portfolio is doing. Are you guys in profit or loss? I'm in profit. I'm doing pretty decent. But that's partially because I like to buy at these extremely discounted levels. So, like, whenever I say things are in the abyss, understand the abyss means that's a buying opportunity for spot holding. I know I've never said that, but if you're sitting in the abyss, that is a great time to buy if the project's not dead. Why? Where are yours at, DZ? That's pretty funny. Also, be aware of honeypots. They can set the coin up so buyers can sell can't sell ever, but you can see sites like RugCheck and oh, that's what it's called. That's called a honeypot. Didn't know that. Most of your crypto portfolio is stables, like PAX X. So decent. Wow, stables. That's wild. Profits. Yeah, always take profits. Investing in crypto, impossible. That's fair. That's fair. It's kind of like you're always swing trading unless you're holding Bitcoin. You can invest in Bitcoin. The Abyss is a great time for spot. 100% agree. Yeah, it's a great time for spot. As long as the project's not dead. Great time to buy in. So just understand, if you're ever hearing me say, oh, this coin's in the Abyss, I'm talking about trading 90% of the time while I'm talking to you guys live on stream. But the word in the, like, abyss, that means buy. Just buy it. If the project's not dead, they're still working on it, buy it at those levels. It's a great level. It's hard to beat out those prices. It's kind of like if you were trying to buy water guns and all of a sudden the store was like, oh, it's going to be a 90% discount. And you're like, I don't want that. It doesn't cost enough. The fuck? Makes no sense. I was hoping GFI would come down a little lower. Yeah, GFI is so strong. Like, GFI is so strong. All right, let's check out Aerodrome. I've been talking too much. AERO. Aerodrome. Whoa. I get two? I didn't even open the other one. Thank you. Love you. Trying to take advantage of me?
I'm already on 3. I don't know why you so slow.
I'm talking.
You should be drinking more then.
Damn. My wife called me a bitch. I don't know how to take this. Alright, Aerodrome Finance. I believe I was looking for 13% downside. Hey, we're almost there. Woo! Still might see a backtest at 51.6. That's a 50% retrace from your previous low to high. That's great. After that, you could see a rally all the way up to 94 cents. This thing looks absolutely crazy. Virtual protocol? Do you want me to look at that, or? Mikhail, do you want me to look at that? Because we can. We'll look at it next. Pokemon is rumored to launch on Sui. Yeah, I saw that. I mentioned that actually, Rich. Where have you been? Where you been? Evening, bro. Can we look at HNT? Sure. Sure. We certainly can. You take it, Porky. Smile and ask for another from the lady. Hey, man. I took it. That's fine. That'd be wild. Where did I miss? Or partner Parasol? Was it? Wait, what? Isn't it just a rumor though? Because oh, got it. Yeah, right now that is the Pokemon thing is a rumor. So we don't actually know for certain until there's an official announcement. Arrow, wow. That doesn't look great. So I would expect Aerodrome to come all the way down to 516. Once it gets there, we're going to see what it does. But you were in this beautiful rising wedge pattern. You had bearish divergence on top of that. So that made me think a triple bearish divergence at that. So that made me believe, oh, we would see a pullback. So that's nice. It is respecting the TA. That's the nice part. I wanted to buy spot on virtuals. It went 42 cents, but I didn't. Now it's up to $1 again. Yeah, Mikhail, if you were in the streams last week, I mentioned it was going to go up like 33% or something. Hit it in like a day. It went so fast. So fast. Getting flicked off. That woman turns me on for some reason. Wow, that's wild. Twix, you got to be careful. The Latinas will hurt you. They'll hurt you. All right, so Arrow, I mean, it looks great. You're getting back to that neutral territory. I would look for support at this point. You're just a little overextended from your 50 simple on the 4 hour, and starting a brand new week is always a great time to reset all the indicators. So then Monday or Tuesday, I'm still bullish. I think late Monday, early Tuesday could be really, really nice. Oh my goodness, dang it. Yeah, that virtuals trade. Also, Mikkel, I know you're in the Discord. I know you in the Discord. Let me just put a little insult to injury here, because if you were in the Discord or paying attention, then I think I posted about it. I think I did. I posted a lot, didn't I? What the heck? No, I missed that one. Dang. I just talked about it on stream. Too bad. Too bad. I forgot to post it. And then I pissed off somebody on YouTube Shorts because I posted it after it made the move. Yeah, Latinos are spicy. Yeah, they really are. They're real spicy. No, I posted it after the move. They're like, bro, what the heck? I'm like, you should catch a live stream. That'd be good. It would be a smart move. Catch the live. Anyways, Aerodrome, a little bit more downside from where you're sitting right now. I would still be looking for another 11% downside. Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention lately. It's all good. It's all good. I understand. Sometimes you just need that break. DGet, no, wait. Virtual. So virtual, let's go ahead and check it out. Maybe it's getting ready for the next leg up. This is not the chart that I was using, is it? This is the chart I was using. So all the way down here is when it was requested. Holy shit. That thing took off. Damn, brother. I was only talking about the 34%. It shot up. It hit it. Holy shit. You might be going straight to 130. Dang, brother. You're putting in the bearish divergence already. You have overhead resistance. Looking for shorts at $1.30 might be a good option. I'd also like to request W Wayfair stock. All right, W. We'll check out some Wayfair. Can I look at Trump and Doge? Looking good overnight. We will check it out. All right, let's read the warning from Rich here. Emergency fact spitting session. The likes suck. Thanks. That's true. The likes suck. We can do better, guys. We can do better on the likes. It would help out greatly. I feel like out of all the different streamers out there, I request likes the least. Hit the like button for that. And whoever likes to hit the dislike button every single day, kind of a butthole. All right. Anyways, this one made a great move, but for virtuals, in reality, for the longer run, you're looking to come all the way up here. $3.40. Virtuals is just getting started. Like, it's just getting started. While it was sitting down here at these wonderful low levels, that was probably your opportunity to buy in. Now you're just looking for any pullback to jump in. I do believe the golden retrace is coming, and it is a big one. Big old boy. Waymo is getting big. What? Waymo? I don't know what Waymo is. I don't know what you're talking about. I live in the Bay, and the talk of the town right now is AI. Atomic driving is getting huge, and quantum computing. Focus on these if you want to make money. Nice. I don't. Jeez. What's up, more money? How you doing? Welcome in. AI is the current bubble. Nuclear and quantum are waiting for their turn. Waymo is getting big. Nuclear is ugh. What's up, Chewy? How you doing? Welcome in. Uranium sector has been a painful... Oh, it's been painful in uranium? Isn't there a war going on? How is that painful? That's crazy. At least it's not cold fusion. Okay, all right. I'm waiting for another dip, 50, 60 cents for virtual. I think that's hopeful thinking, but I mean, you might get a 50% retrace. You just might. That could lead you to, looks like 80 cents. So good luck waiting for 50 cents. I don't know that you're going to get it. I really don't know that you're going to get it. 80 cents looks pretty darn tantalizing to me. But we'll see what it does. Checking out your daily, you're just smacking into your 100 and you're holding it as support. Go figure. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, moving on from this. Let's check out W. Wayfair. There we go. W. Let's go into our weekly. Oh, Roberto. Does anybody here have been recommended to download BitNox? I am a Discord member. What is that? Recommended to download BitNox? The hell is that? Roberto, if someone on Discord is claiming to be me and messaging you and telling you to download that, just block them. Just block them. Because they're full of shit and they're not me. I will never message you first. Waymo is self-driving cars. It's all over the Bay Area right now. Oh, yeah. They also have it in Huntington Beach, too. It's kind of crazy. Thanks, man. No problem, Mikhail. No problem. Alternative energy. Energy is just barely above biotech. At least it moves. Biotech just loves to dump into the abyss. Oh, that's crazy. Sounds like a scam. Exactly. So Roberto, that thing sounds like a scam. If you're getting messages from somebody telling you to download something and it happens to be in the crypto space, don't do it. Just simply don't do it. They are scamming and they're trying to do something bad. Don't let them. Don't let them. All right. Looks like you're gross. Well, I absolutely hate this, but you had bullish divergence here. You had a nice little pop-up, and you're resetted at a much lower price. Still technically bullish, triple weekly bullish divergence with a higher high. Go figure. This thing could rally really strong. Wow. See, this is what this is kind of crazy. This is actually kind of crazy because now we can look at this thing like a falling channel. Jeez. Yeah, someone posted in Discord. Wait, what the fuck? Who? Where? Who did it? I didn't even get notified of this. What? BitUnex? Yeah, BitUnex. I definitely do have a BitUnex affiliate link. I just don't really use it that often. False alarm? Bro. Can't go false alarming me like that, brother. Sheesh! I was about to go on the manhunt. Like, who the fuck is infiltrating my place? I don't think you guys realize I'll ban people at 3 o'clock in the morning. I get alerts to my phone and it wakes me up and I think that it's a trade that's going south. So I wake up right away. I keep my Discord on lock. As soon as spammers get in there and start posting too much shit, instant banned. Just instant. I have the fast track to the ban button. Okay. Wayfair is digital version of IKEA. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad I'm watching this live and was getting messages from you. Yeah, no. Block that motherfucker. Block him. Block that asshole. They're trying to steal money. Don't let them. I'm sorry to say, but I can't do anything about it. So the best thing I can do is just never message any of you first, ever. And yeah, so that's what I do. Never message you first. This thing actually looks really strong right now, Jim. It looks really strong for more upside. I'm surprised to say it, but you could see a very positive price action come Monday morning. You currently are getting a nice breakout. I thought it said bit noxed like Roberto. Oh, gotcha. Low share float means big money loves to manipulate this thing when it market gets pumpy, kind of like Carvana. Nice. Rich or blind? You did mention that before. I'm still waiting to see how blind you are by playing some Warzone, but you know what? You never come in. That's your fault. It's your fault. So right now, I'm looking for a golden retrace, but if you maintain these higher lows, you could see something absolutely magnificent. But in the shorter term, 34.99% upside from where you're sitting. In the longer term, this thing looks crazy. You broke out? Oh my god. This looks like a meme coin, I swear. You broke out and you bullishly backtested? Are we fucking serious? Alright, so here's the fun part. It might take you 10 years, but you could get a golden retrace from this, taking you back up to $236. It means like the Korn song Blind? That's pretty funny. What's up, bro? Just getting off work. What's up, Crypto Z? How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. How was work? Hopefully work went well. So over the next course of several years and months and hopefulness, 721% for a golden retrace? Digital IKEA, basically a retail meme? That's crazy. Thank you so much for the sub, Elijah Felix. I will hope to hear from you in the next 5 minutes. Yeah. Small price to pay. You got to watch for 5 minutes after subscribing, or just subscribe for 5 minutes and then you can chat all you want. But yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Brian 201 or Elijah Felix. Not sure what your name is. I will show you how blind I am. All right, Rich, do it. I bought some Wayfair before. Well, Wayfair looks like it's ready to do some crazy stuff. Wasn't Wayfair caught for, like, trafficking people? Wasn't that the case? I don't know. All right, let's check out some Trump. Let's get to the chart we always use. I can't believe this thing's not dumping. Honestly, can't believe it. But you did put in a higher high. Unfortunately, you could see yourself doing a 50% retrace. You still have a measured move, getting you up to $20. You have overhead resistance at $26. So there are possibilities for you to keep on going. You are, wow, this thing's actually been out for 100 days. Kind of crazy. Work sucks, waiting to be rich. That's fair. That's fair. I like the sentiment. Gotta be rich, man. I bet as soon as you're rich, you're gonna work for fun, though. I hear a lot of people who get rich, they get bored. Like, it's kind of funny. Or people who, people that decide to go and retire, a lot of them get, like, a random job because they're like, I'm bored as shit. I don't know what to do. Looks like the market's getting a bit more bullish right now, so that's kind of cool. But Trump coin, we could see it come all the way back down to $11.98 before taking its next leg up. You got a little bit overbought here. I would expect consolidation. The low volume on that dump from 2021 means there's a little overhead to the golden retrace. That's true. That is true, Jip. Wayfair probably the one to buy. A 7x in the stock market. You would look like a god to your friends. Non-profit is the way to go. I don't understand why they're allowed to call themselves non-profit. They make a lot of profit. They make a lot of profit. They just have a bunch of tax write-offs, too. It's kind of crazy. People get rich off non-profits. All right, so that's what I'm seeing out of Trump coin. Let's go into your 4-hour time frame. Now, your 4 hours trying to reset quickly, but you do have that bearish divergence to play with. So you do have a high, a moderately higher high, and now you're rolling over. That's bad. It's not really great. So we're going to see what happens. A 50% retrace would also get you back to that 50 simple on the 4 hour. Would be nice. I've only had 1 day off this year. I do construction and security nights, weekends, definitely taking an extended leave from the trenches. Holy shit, Crypto Z, you're busy. Damn, that is hard. When do you sleep? That's absolutely insane. I really thought BTC was going to come down and touch 92 to 91K. Probably tomorrow. Just not to. Asia's gonna pump our bags, baby. Come on, Rich. I also held on to my long. You all should be proud of me. I did not panic sell the leveraged trade. We trusted the TA. I'm only down 11%. Oh, that one's gonna have me sweating all night. I swear. That one's gonna have me sweating. Dogecoin. Checking out Dogecoin. Doge, beautiful retrace, holding, nice. So the whole thing is why you think things are gonna rally overnight. Oh shit, that's what you asked for Trump. I gotta go back. But the reason why you think things are gonna rally overnight is because you're seeing this all across the board. You're seeing this higher low situation on the 1 hour, and then you're seeing the lower low in relative strength. Hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour basically means we're gonna wake up to some green and we could possibly sell off in the morning. It's a possibility. But right now, Dogecoin, I'm looking for it to go up and test 20 cents. From where you're sitting right now, it could be a 14% rally. Thing could look absolutely insane. Let me go back to Trump real quick. So I didn't give you my thoughts of overnight, but God, we're starting to see the same shit. You're not oversold yet, but you did reset that stochastic. I'm still a little worried about Trump coin just because I don't believe in the token whatsoever. I really don't. But the fact that you have this extremely distinct uptrend here, and you see this super distinct downtrend right here, it's like, that's a bit of divergence. That's like hidden bullish divergence. That's crazy. So you could absolutely see yourself go up to $21 to $26. Kind of nuts. So overnight, you might see this thing rally. I wouldn't expect it to do that much of a move. I would be focused in on this move right here, where Trump coin could find itself back, like going up 28%. But still, I would not feel very comfortable on this one. Just so you know. Sainsbury. I'm most definitely buying. Sainsbury? What is Sainsbury? What's a snozberry? Alright, next up we have Degen. So checking out Degen here. Same thing? Sort of? Wow. Bullish divergence, and now you're getting a higher low with the reset of your indicator? Sheesh. Sheesh. Alright, this is not the chart we normally look at. Alright, here we go. So Degen here looks kind of ugly and obnoxious, but I could see it rallying. Jesus. I could see it doing a weird little rally overnight. The dislike button person is probably an XRP moon boy, angry about ex-girlfriend or both. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Okay, say hey. Can we look at HNT? Yeah, we're going to get there. Don't you worry. We're 3 away. We're 3 away. Porky, what's your last name without looking at it? Flounder? Oh, that. Got it. See, Rich, we didn't play a sport together, so I don't know your last name. I don't know it. Even if I look at it every day, I don't know it. Even if XRP did a 5x, it's a colossal amount of money. At some point, diminishing returns are a thing, especially when you have billions of tokens. That's true. That's true. However, Jim, we had the worst news ever out of Ripple. They're going to hold back on their IPO. Bastards. Bastards! Because they want to focus on global expansion of their stable coin. Just some bullshit. It's trash. That's what all the crypto noobs buy. Crypto Z, you're not wrong. It is trash. Absolute trash. But the problem is you get all these new people jumping in and they just start hyping it up. They're like, this is a new railway. This is a new banking system. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. The IPO news crushed me, man. Yeah, it was so bad. I need DGen to go to 1 cent to break even, bro. Oh, you got a while, brother. You got a while. But DZ, the positive, I mean, you're in the abyss. You're in the place of where you should think about buying. You're hanging out in the abyss. You're chilling down here, bro. This is your accumulation range. You're broken out. You have a higher low. You're above a resistance. Eventually, you're going to get to 14819 as long as the team keeps working. Just make sure that team doesn't give up. So you should be going up to those developers and be like, hey, bro, you need a handy? Need a handy? You good? No? Okay, cool. Cool, I'm here for you. Nice little V-shaped recovery on the 15-minute time frame for render. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were basically stopping out as many longs as possible. They're going to pump this thing overnight. And then in the morning, I'd be worried about a little poopy-doopy dumpy. I believe in Render and AVAX. Great projects. Yeah, they should be fantastic. AVAX, I think, is one of the most underrated projects in the market, in the entire crypto marketplace. DGen right now, I can see it going up anywhere between 27 and 49%. DGen does not look bad. Doesn't look bad. I like it. As long as you stay above this 2892 level, you're sitting pretty. You're doing good. Moving on from DGen, we got Bonk. Checking out Bonk. So currently up 4%. If it continues running, you have overhead resistance at the 200 daily moving average sitting at 2412. But if you give it enough time, you're likely going to touch some resistance up here at 3399. I was waiting to buy AVAX at $10. Well, when they double bottomed at 15, that was your sign. That was your sign. Apparently, I'm doing a really bad job of teaching you guys that. So I need to do better. Anyways, I'll try. Looking at the 4-hour time frame for Bonk, we do have a little bit of bearish divergence. But remember, we're playing with these rules of 3. I think once we see triple bearish divergence on the daily, we will then look for the brand new start of the bear market. But until then, I'm just looking at this as the new acceleration of the bull run. But that's just my personal opinion. Of course, that doesn't have to happen. Checking out the 1 hour for Bonk to see if we can trade it overnight. This looks sketchy as shit. I don't really like that because you fell below and now you just pop back above. But we'll see what happens. So right now for Bonk, maybe if we get bullish overnight, another 24% upside could be coming. That's a lot of upside. It's not bad. So next up, CTX for Peter. Peter always asks for CTX. What the heck is up with CTX? I mean, you're making consecutive higher lows, but man, they really want to sell at this level. They really do. You're still waiting to hit this $2.35 level, but damn, brother, maybe they could chill with the sell pressure at this 225.97 level. If you break it, I'm positive you're going straight to 375. This is the most resistance I've seen out of a random altcoin in my existence. That is crazy. But that's what I'm seeing out of this. You're looking really good right now. Just chilling in the uptrend. So keep maintaining these higher lows. Keep on getting those gains, baby. You do technically have bearish divergence on the 1 hour. But once again, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Maybe you get a little bit of a pullback, but nothing substantial. All right, HNT. HNT. Coming back down to hold some support. Beautiful. This is exactly where you would probably want to consider jumping into a long. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is where you would consider it. Especially as you reset your relative strength completely with the higher low. That is impressive. So understand, the last time you were down here, you were up here on your relative strength. All the way up here. You have reset fully while putting in a higher low and holding support. This looks gorgeous. This looks like you're about to finish off a measured move to $5.71. This looks really good on the 1 hour. Checking out on the 4 hour though, your 4 hour is still a little overextended from its 50 simple, so you might just trade sideways all night. Maybe you come down, you give it a little kiss, and you pop back up, but this looks really good, in my personal opinion. So HNT, give it some time, but I would definitely be looking for the next leg up, 44% upside, which would also be your golden retrace. This looks great. You're looking at Filecoin tonight. Filecoin looks pretty good too. It's pretty good too. Actually, I probably should jump into a copy trade with it. I didn't realize it would start popping off like this, but yeah, we can take a look at Filecoin right now if you want. But if you want, I'm gonna go look at it because you know what? I need a trade set up for my copy traders. 4 hour looks beautiful. What a wick to the downside. What a piece of shit. All right, let's clean this up real quick. Clean this up so you can see the idea I had earlier today when I posted about this trade. The idea was this right here. I was like, the 4 hour is showing hidden bullish divergence. Let's check your 1 hour real quick. Your 1 hour also showing that hidden bullish divergence, but you got a full reset. You have bullish divergence, triple bullish divergence. Okay, rule of 3 means I need to jump in there now. But this is my new uptrend I'm working off of. So this is kind of nice. Kind of nice. It's a bigger move I could work off of also. So I would be looking at this just like this. It might take all week to pan out, but you are looking for a beautiful little, I'd take that back. It might just take a single day. A beautiful 17.14% upside. Filecoin looking really solid. I like this. I like it a lot. Most bullish coin for tonight? I don't know, all of them? I don't know. I'm in API 3, so I'm super biased for API 3. For those of you who are not here at the beginning of the stream, if you want to see the trade I'm currently in, it's this bad boy right here, and I'm looking for 56% upside. Based off this previous high over here. Noted for the scalp trader out there, and noted on this pullback, we hit the 886 perfectly, and we caught a bounce. Like, how ridiculous is that? We got the 886, and it just popped off. Crazy. Aprons, please. Oh, Aptos. All right, we can check out Aptos. But yeah, so overnight, what we could see out of this particular token, and I'm probably going to mark this out too, because I might want to take some profit here, but 91 cents. So from where we're sitting at this very second, we have two targets. First target, 18.75% upside. Second target, 56% upside. That's what I'm seeing for API 3. But Filecoin looks super bullish as well. I'm sure others look really good. I'm positive of it. Another one I think looks amazing is VRA. Hopefully you guys decided to look at that video I posted. VRA looks fucking monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. Alright, Aptos. Very nice. Hidden bullish divergence, of course. Of course. So if I were trading this is the uptrend I would want to maintain right here. But the beauty of it all, you have all of this to work with. Kind of crazy. We could see Aptos rally up to $6.26, probably hitting resistance at $6.18. So Aptos looking pretty good. Looking pretty darn good. I'd be looking for anywhere between 13 to 15% in the short term. In the longer term, you got this move all the way up here to $8.12 on a golden retrace. You have been maintaining a very beautiful higher low structure here. This looks great. You still have another 49% upside if you're holding this thing. Before you even have to think about, oh, maybe I should take some profits. Before you even think about it. So yeah, that's what I see out of Aptos. But alright. One I'm going to show you guys real quick. Starting to catch some bids. When you look at this chart, you're going to be salivating. I promise. You're going to salivate. It's going to look ridiculous. But looking at VRA, Let's go out to the daily so you can salivate with me. Here we are. On your daily. Hanging out deep in the abyss. You are deep in the abyss. Look at this thing. Gorgeous abyssness. Looking absolutely shot to hell. Let's get rid of these. Oh, beauty. You got your bullish divergence. You could even argue triple bullish divergence. Higher low situation. Maintaining an uptrend. Broken out of your downtrend. Your golden retrace from where you're sitting right now. 272% upside. Your short-term target. 55% to overhead resistance. This is so nice for a trade setup tonight. It looks criminal to know about it. This thing looks great. On your relative strength on the daily, you haven't even come close to getting oversold or overbought. You're barely cracking into the bullish control zone. This thing looks so damn good to me, it's unreal. Going to your 4-hour time frame, it was like, oh, we got overbought. No bearish divergence, just a simple retracement. On your 4-hour, extremely tight moving averages. This thing looks so good on everything, every reason why I would trade this. Even the people who like cup and handles are probably just like, oh my god, this looks so good. Think I'd be a great futures trader? I don't know. We're going to try it out one of these days. Oh, man. But yeah, measured move almost lines you up perfectly to overhead resistance. I don't see why you don't go to overhead resistance. I really don't. This thing, salivating. Looks so good. So yeah, that's VRA. I just don't know if this one's going to catch the bids before API 3 or not. TXTZ? Sure, we'll check it out. XTZ. Not a bad breakout. Not a bad breakout. Why was I even looking at this? It's so weird. I'm not a big fan of Tezos. I don't know why I was looking at this chart. I was probably looking at XRP and I was probably like, hey, I wonder what that thing's doing. Sitting in the abyss. So, for those of you who don't understand, great area to buy and hold. Great area to buy and hold. Another really good thing about this, you have 3 higher highs. This is amazing for those of you looking to buy and hold something long term, because it is surprisingly whipsawing on the weekly. So you are likely to see new all-time highs, actually. Like, new all-time highs could be coming. So at this point in time, you're looking for a golden retrace from your all-time high. That's kind of the weird part. Let's get this level right. There you go. So this might take all the way, like all year. TA on Cummings? What, the diesel engine for Dodge? I'm thinking it's going to put out about 560 horsepower and dude, you got 1K. I'm going to buy AP3. Let's fucking go. API 3, I'm in the trade. So XTZ, if we do get things to look better, right now you could actually make the argument it could run up 951%. Absolute insanity. How great this thing looks. Alright, looking at your daily. Daily, you broke out of your uptrend. That's great. So now you're just looking for a golden retrace out of this one. So this might take you a month, 2 months, 3 months, who knows? All summer. But golden retrace from here. Could see 142%. This is where things get a little silly. Because you're like, all right, we can go up anywhere between 142 to 951%. If you buy and hold now. Okay. Interesting. Now, from the trader's perspective here, we got oversold. We, I guess, sort of, yeah, we put in bullish divergence. Fantastic. Triple bullish divergence, even. And now we're going to be looking for that higher low. And noted, there's going to be some trading jerks that just don't want this thing to really party. But we could see a huge turnaround at 77.1. So we could see XTZ in the shorter term, maybe like within the next week, 2 month, we might see this thing rally up 39%. That is for the traders out here. For the non-long-term swing trader, this is for the more intermediate swing trader type person. 4-hour time frames looking pretty damn good, actually. Pretty damn good. So if you're looking for a scalp trade, though, so this one should take place within the week. This trade right here should be within the week because it's the 4-hour time frame. You would be looking for a 16% move to the upside. No big deal. Probably going to touch some resistance actually at 18%. No biggie. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, because you do have that hidden bullish divergence, you would now go to a much lower expectation. This would take about a day, maybe 36 hours. But here's your measured move for that, where you could go up 13%. And then for your psycho crazy day trader guy who's like, I need this thing to pay off today. It's like, okay, buddy, sure. You got oversold. You are now breaking out of your downtrend. That is the idea. So your psycho crazy day trader, be looking at this little move right here where you're breaking out. All you need is a higher low. That's all you need. You get the higher low and you're like, I am playing this little section right here for a scalp trade where we can get something like this going, where I'm just gonna look for that 1.99% upside. These are those crazy day traders that'll get into like 2 to 3 trades a day. They're nuts. But anyways, of course, if you decided to play it a little differently, you're like, I expect a higher low. So then you could also line it up like this, where, oh, instead of the 199, you're going to look for this moving up here, 269. But you're looking for your entry down here at 543. Hopefully that was a much, very well in-depth look at what we would do while in the abyss. There you go. Yeah. I can't do much more TA on this thing. So if we get that 50% pullback, there you go. 3.9% for your day trader. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. What was this thing? Cummings. Cummies? Cummies? What is this thing? Cum Rocket. Is that thing still around? Or did they make a new one? Cum Rocket coin. That's crazy. Then move your stop loss up. Yes, you just move that stop loss up. Let's just go with the top one, I guess. I don't know. Lunar Crush? What the hell is Lunar Crush? We're just gonna choose the top. No, we are not. What is this? Okay, not that. Are we looking at the old-fashioned Cum Rocket on Binance Smart Chain? Is that what we're doing? We're in the weeds now. What he tweeted? Yeah, right? There ain't no way you're putting in a higher low. There ain't no damn way. Oh my god. There are people buying this thing? Weird thing. Great buying zone. Good luck to those who want to buy this thing. Cypher B says it's time to buy on the weekly. Your daily is not convinced, but you have bullish divergence? Oh god. Might be coming in for the higher low? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Wow, you have a level of support too. Oh boy. You broke out. No. It could go up. I'm just using this high. That's all I'm using. I'm using that high. You're golden. You're probably going to get a 786. That's ridiculous. All right. So Cum Rocket might be ready to explode to the upside with 164% upside. We're just doing TA on smut. Oh, it's insanity. All right, let's wrap things up. We got out of the weeds here. Looking at Bitcoin, it is looking to try and hold some support. I know how to pick them, right? You know how to pick them. Looking to hold some support. Your 4-hour time frame looks pretty good. Your daily doesn't look amazing because of the stochastic, but everything else looks perfectly fine. Noted, on the daily, your stochastic can stay in the overbought territory for a week, so it doesn't really matter that much. But it just makes you feel good for the rally that if it's low. Anyways, we could see a nice little rally overnight. And then put in some bearish divergence, and then things would look poopy doopy. But we also could just consolidate in here all night long. Right now, it is set up for Bitcoin to have the possibility and capability of going up to 102,593. It's just, I'm not very convinced on that. I would prefer anywhere closer to this recent demand line. That would make me happy. But noted, it's not about my joy, it's about what the whales want to do. So we're going to have to just wait and see what they have in store for us, but I do believe it could be a bullish evening into a bearish morning / bullish Monday night. Those are my predictions. As for the most bullish coin in the market right now, I'm going to give it to VRA because VRA has me salivating like no other. With the absolute gorgeous setup that it's sitting in and the possible 55% move to the upside that we could do today or overnight. Because this thing, when it pumps, it knows how to pump. Anyways, hopefully you guys got some value out of today's stream. Hope you enjoyed. If you're not a part of the free Discord yet, join the free Discord. It's a great place to be. Also, drop your favorite meme. We always need more memes. It's always good on a hard day for people who are working 2 separate jobs and never sleeping, kind of like Crypto Z out there, if he has something to laugh at. So don't do it for you, do it for the community. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to finish eating. Maybe I'm going to play some Warzone too. We'll see. But apparently, my wife's calling me a bitch, and I need to finish these 2 beers. So, there's that. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep your stop losses tight. Deuces, everybody. Deuces. Let's go make that bread. Have a great night, Love Guru. Have a great night. I appreciate you for stopping by.